going into King's Quest. Oops. I think this. Alright, just Alright. So this is King's Quest 1. First, I want to show off yeah. Ooh. Oh dear. What have I done? Oh. So this is like the early Sierra installation programs. They always kind of look like this. So you always had these menus. It wasn't until like the SCI games that they started doing the color configuration. I think this is one of the earliest ones because I don't remember some of those texts coming up at the start. So I'm just going to try the MT32. You get warning, normal keyboard, yeah. Speak, no. Mouse, yes. Don't want to install. Installation complete. So I'll just make sure my month is going. Yep. And I'll make sure it's not too loud. So just get my Sierra presents King's Quest 1. And I'll fix my overlay again. If this is too loud, just let me know. So, okay, so this is King's Quest 1. The original King's Quest, the AGI one, that came out in like I want to say 84. For the PC Junior. Yeah. And then later ported to other systems. And then there was a port to the Master System, the Sega Master System at some point, which I should probably try out. And this is the SCI one. So the Arrow started doing like they started going on like a remake binge. Like they wanted to reintroduce these games to like a newer generation, like 10 years later. So I think King's Quest 1 and Mixed Up Mother Goose were the first trials of that. Hey David Alexander, how's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, but apparently the sales for this game wasn't great, so they Ken Williams sort of gave up on remastering other games like King's Quest 2 or well he did remake Space Quest 1, but yeah, they're still alright. So maybe it was just the King's Quest 2 one that they gave up on. Yeah, welcome in, David. Yeah, we're just trying King's Quest 1 SCI. So when I was testing this before, the text was a little bit fast, so I might pause it briefly while text comes up. You are Sir Graham, the bravest and most honourable knight in the troubled realm of Daventry. King Edward the Benevolent, aged ruler of Daventry, has summoned you to the castle for reasons unknown. Greetings, Sir Graham. The king is expecting you. Allow me to escort you to His Majesty's throne room. Thank you, Sir Knight. Raise the portcullis.
Come on, Graham. Let's go someplace else.
I am at your service, my king. I am an old man, Sir Graham. Perhaps too old to carry the weight of this crown.
I will work a bit. I need food.
No worries, James Nico. Thanks for the look. Definitely is appreciated. My bones ache, my hands tremble. I'm afraid my time on Earth grows short. But enough about me. What have you been up to, King Graham? Great misfortunes have befallen Daventry since the loss years ago of 3 magical treasures. I have chosen you, the finest knight in all of Daventry, to search for these lost treasures. Only then can this kingdom be restored to its former glory. And only then may I rest with the knowledge that my people are safe. The first treasure is a magic mirror that foretells the future. The second is a magic shield that protects the bearer from all mortal harm. The third and last is an enchanted chest that is forever filled with gold. I know that what I ask is difficult, nay, perhaps impossible. The dangers are many. But you are brave and pure of heart. That is why I chose you to volunteer. Okay, better volunteer. If you succeed, you will inherit my crown. You will rule the realm of Daventry as her rightful king. Go, Sir Graham, and know that the fate of Daventry lies in your hands. Take heart, my king. I shall not fail you. Alright. Oh, no, still going. I think we're ready to start. Alright, so I believe there is music here and there in the game, but I'll just put something on in the background. Just fill in the gaps. Alright, so this is one of the I don't want to say early SCI games because that was King's Quest 4. So this came out a little bit later. You can tell because there's like a slight rotation when he turns around. Like in King's Quest 4, there was no rotation. He just went. The reflections and stuff. That's easy. They could have done that in King's Quest 4 as well. It's more sort of the extra frames and things for walking. So I'll just show off the first death. Pretty early. Whee! Oops. Got my hat. It's got my hat. Let's do that. Alright. So, there is one thing. So the game when it starts out, you have like a massive map to explore. You're standing outside King Edward's castle, which is surrounded by a serpent-filled moat. So in the in this game and in this version, you start out in like a large world map, which loops on itself. But it can get a little bit tedious to map. And I was worried that people might not be interested in that on stream. So instead, I was going to bring out the old King's Quest companion, and just take a sneak peek at the map that has already been prepared for me, as you can see, of the land of Daventry. And I was hoping that would be enough. Not get too lost So we'll see how that goes. It might go terribly. And let's just get that over. Okay. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that cool transition from screen to screen? So because this game is essentially like a very straight remake from the original AGI, the puzzles aren't that different, if at all. So a lot of the rooms there's not much in them, but this game has like a lot of pretty sort of SCI dithering, which I thought was cool. Like Sierra were very good at trying to get the most out of their EGA graphics. So nice thing in the latter SCI games before they went to the VGA graphics is that mouse controls had simple point, just it didn't have pathfinding, but you could sort of point, click to go walk in a certain direction, and you also had right click to look. So dense grove of trees here. The rock is less distinctive than the one next to it. You see a large grey rock. So this is like one of the silly puzzles in this game. You see a rock and you're meant to go, oh, I'm going to push that rock. But there's so many screens in this game that you wouldn't think to just push this one rock here. But saying that, in the original PC Buddha and I think the PC Junior version of King's Quest, when it drew all the backgrounds, it didn't just do it all at once. It actually did it like piecemeal, like everything is a vector, so you could see the lines being drawn and things being filled in. And so the rock here, because it was a sprite, it would actually pop up last. And so it was kind of like maybe an inadvertent hint that you could push that rock, or you could interact with it in some way. Push rock. Here we go. With a small shove, you manage to push the rock a few feet, revealing a shallow hole underneath. That hole. There is an intricately carved dagger in the hole. Take the intricately carved dagger. You reach into the hole and grasp the dagger, being careful not to cut yourself. Great. So that's the you pretty much need that to keep going, like to finish the game for at least one or two puzzles. Now first one I want to go to is I want to find so many things hidden in holes and trees. I know it seems like, because there doesn't seem to be any banking systems or anything like that, people just store their valuables just underneath random rocks and holes. It's not a good system. So I'm trying to find the ancient well, and I think it is two over and then one up. But if you remember the original King's Quest graphics, like this would have been a substantial upgrade. Let's try L swim. Oh no, don't have to swim. But you do slow down. It's interesting. Let's try through it. Speedygram. Here we go. Hey Refraction, how's it going? Welcome in. I'm testing out different schedules. I think this would be the time I would stream on a weekend, and then Yeah, no, I'm good. Good. I'm just trying out some King's Quest games. But yeah, I was saying, oh yeah, schedules. Like I was thinking like this time for weekends because I don't have to work, and maybe like I think 5 or 6 hours from now, which would be like my 5 p.m. on a Wednesday. Oh man, that is loud. Okay, hang on. Hey, Mr. Whippler, how's it going? Welcome in. $3:20 a.m. Yeah, it's I mean, you shouldn't do that because you need to worry about your sleep. But yeah, it is nice to be able to like sort of stay up a little bit later on the weekends. All right. Oh yeah, Mini. That's good. So Bindy's one of our greyhounds. Apparently, she's walked in poop. 6 a.m. Yeah, I didn't do those. I only did those sort of times when I was at uni, occasionally for assignments or when I was working night shift takeaway. When I like, I have greyhounds. I've got 3 greyhounds. Haven't got a good way of showing them on stream yet because they're very. We have 3, yeah. They're very uninterested greyhounds. Like most of the time, they're just sitting on the couch doing absolutely nothing. Oh, that's right. I can relate with that age. At least for a few more days. They're a little bit. They have energy like 5 minutes when we take them for walks, and then other than that, they do nothing. But yeah, we've had greyhounds for a few years now, like 3 or 4 years. I take Bindy for a walk. It's it's just hard to do all 3 greyhounds at once. Anyway, we should discuss this later, Mr. Wolfbullet. Just having. Alright, so here's a whirl. The nice. Oh, okay. I can't say no to you. Alright. Hey, Merry Christmas. Welcome in. Hello. Just playing some King's Quest 1. We were trying some alpha waves on the Atari ST earlier. If there's some interest, I can always go back to it. After a bit of King's Quest 1. Yeah, because I thought the French toast might be interested. Because I've only ever really played a bit of the DOS version before, so I thought I'd try out the Atari ST because I thought this is the original one, and it's on a stable emulated system. There wouldn't be as much flickering, and it actually ran pretty well. So yeah, I'll show you if you're still on later. I can show you, but yeah, you don't have to stay here. You can do what you want. But thank you for watching. Okay. So this well here is kind of cool because it's like an example of what I like in adventure games, and that's like it's not just you use a thing on a thing, and there's actually a little bit of interactivity. And you can play around with it, so you can turn the crank if you're in the right spot. Yeah, played a bit of the DOS version. Yeah, you mentioned actually. I was looking up because I remember I read somewhere someone had kind of figured out the least flickering, and I found your post on French's Discord. Yeah, with EGA but with wireframe. So if you play in the Atari ST, there was no flickering. It actually came out pretty well. So the old bucket disappears and dies. Now you can turn the crank again. Try and take the bucket. Whoops. You can cut bucket, cut rope. You cut the bucket off the rope. And you can still turn the crank. Just like having this little mini system that you can play around with. I thought it was kind of cool. And you can still can you do it again? Rope? Yeah, you can cut the rope again. It's now lost in the bottom of the well. Like obviously I'm kind of dead-ended here because I think if I jump in well, let's die. Oh no, I don't. I'm alive. The fall has knocked the wind out of you and your lungs quickly fill with water. So yeah, you do die. Whoops. And you can also do things like get in the bucket. And then whee! After you are in the old bucket, your weight causes it to slowly descend. So now we can, I think we can cut rope. Yeah, poor Graham. And we're swimming. Now we can take the bucket. We can fill bucket, but I think it automatically fills when you dive anyway. With difficulty, you fill the bucket while swimming. We can dive. But yeah, that whole well is kind of cool. Like you can just sort of, there are different ways to play around with it, different ways to break it. And I feel like later adventure games, when it was hard, like it was more work to animate things because it was higher resolution graphics, so it's 3D. But you lost a little bit of interactivity with things. It was more like, well, it's maybe some of the later Sierra games. It's not so bad in the SCI version of this, the remake. The original one was terrible with that. Like Graham just had to look at water and he'd start drowning. Like, oh. So, I think you can open this chest. You're too far away to seek it. Alright. Looks like the chest had been buried here for a very long time. Alright, Graham, come on. So, in the original, you couldn't really interact with the chest either. Okay. Hey, the big old scary dragon. So there's two ways to deal with this dragon, at least. Is there a third? Can't remember. So you can throw a dagger at the dragon. You pick this up, nice weapon. And somehow that tiny little dagger kills this guy. With unerring aim, the dagger streaks through the air and pierces the soft, unprotected skin under the dragon's throat. The dragon convulses for a moment and then crashes lifeless to the hard cavern floor. So there's two problems with this. One is you don't get as many points. The dragon is dead. Alright. The dragon is dead. He has ceased to be. Bereft of life, he rests in peace. Best to get on with the game and forget this sad creature. So this stone here hasn't moved, and we have to find a way. I think we can technically jump back onto the rope and climb up, but I think depending on how you do it, sometimes you can get stop locked and you can't get back out. Another way you can do it: throw the bucket of water that we handily filled up earlier. Whee! Good shot. The water hits the dragon square in the face, dousing the dragon's fire. unable to defend itself with anything more than harmless clouds of steam, the dragon rolls aside the granite boulder and slinks off in shame, leaving the mirror behind. Nice. So this is one of the first. You take the magic mirror. Congratulations. Hooray. So we've just got 2 left. We've got the magic chest thing and the... What was the other one? I can't remember now. Maybe it was like a crown or something. We'll find out. Ah, yeah, that's gonna bug me now. But, yeah, I really like these EGA graphics. Kind of cool. If I could somehow get out of here. Is that the exit there? What do you want from me again? Yeah, that looks... Yeah, it's... I'm not entirely sure where we are now. But there's a few things to... We can just explore for a bit. Until I find a landmark that I recognize. Ooh.
A period spring?
Hey, Zizzy, how's it going? Welcome in. Let's try out my bot commands. Oh, what's that? Yeah, I guess technically this is the last stream that I have to do in order to make up all the requirements for affiliate. So we'll see how we go. Fingers crossed. Lovely fruit trees have blossomed earlier this year. How are you, Zizzy? What's going on today? Again. Look at clover. You're holding a large 4-leaf clover. Just the things. Alright, so this is the garden. This garden will be useful. Well-tended carrot patch. Carrots are tempting. Hungry traveler. You pluck a plump orange carrot from the ground. So let's check this map. There's a garden. So what we're after is the goat pen. And I believe it's just to the right from here. Or the east. Up, fairy godmother. Gentle Sir Graham, I am your fairy godmother. Your quest is indeed noble. What little aid I can offer you is this protective magic spell. Effective, but a little while. I shall be watching over you, Sir Graham. Still sparkling. Vampire sparkles. Oh, look at this goat! Mr. Goat! The goat is wandering this way and that. Oh, let's go. The goat is wandering this way and that, exploring his little pen. Look at this guy. Alright. So this is like another little system, which is a bit simpler. But you can...
MZZ. I know the bot says it right. But I like to be different.
That's what the D stands for, a big D. The big difference. I assume. So if you open the gate here. Thanks for that save, come on. Big D. So you open the gate and leave the room. And come back. Indeed, yes indeed. Oh no, the goat has escaped through the gate that you left open behind you. He could have wandered anywhere by now. So, as far as I know, in this version of the game and in the original one, if you lose your goat, that's it. The reason why you want the goat, I'll show you in a bit. There are other ways of getting past the thing that the goat helps you with.
Biggles dear.
So this is another system. I can give the carrot to goat. Too far away. Yeah, well. Goats love carrots. The old goat quickly devours yours. Biggles a D. That's pretty close. But if we feed the carrot to the goat happily accepts it, but that's it. So what you have to know to do, I suppose eventually you might. I don't know if the game really gives you a hint. This is kind of like you're just hunting for the right phrase. But you can do go carrot to goat. So I guess you're dangling the carrot on the stick. So maybe very clever. You tempt the goat with the carrot, and it begins to follow you around. You've made a friend. Okay. Alright. You better wait for the goat, or he may not follow. It's a nice excuse for maybe they had trouble with the pathfinding for some states. So, we've got the goat. But now we need to find the troll bridge. And I believe that it is this way. Doors a programmer's worst nightmare? Yeah, I can imagine. Where's my code? Oh, there's my code. Hooray! Alright. So if I try and cross this bridge... Oh no! So it's a giant ugly troll. It's quite loud. As you start to cross the bridge, a huge hulking troll stomps into view and blocks your way. It is well known that goats hate trolls intensely. You move aside and let the goat take care of this wretched, nasty troll. Ah, whee! The goat lowers his head and runs straight for the troll, butting him right off the bridge and into the river below. That's the last you'll see of that troll. Back to making dinner. Hopefully pop back in. Yeah, enjoy making dinner and hopefully eating it as well. Thank you very much for popping in. Lurk. Got a lurk button yet? No, not yet. I have to do it manually. Let's see, will that work?
Who let the goats out? Yo, Big D Chicken Caesar is lurking.
Lurking? Welcome in, Supermatic. Who let the goats out? Indeed. Yeah. How you going, Supermatic? What's the happy haps? So Supermatic actually has a box somewhere with all my Sierra games in it that I bought 2 decades ago off eBay. So one day I need to get that box off him, assuming he's hasn't been destroyed from flooding or fires or something. Yeah. Then I can do like a...
Hello, my name is Dr. Spateslow.
Hey! So if you just type say on its own, I think it does that by default.
Hello, I am Dr. Spateslow.
Close enough. And if you say a rude word, I don't know how... They might get modded, but I don't really want to ruin the sanctity of the stream. But it wasn't far off. Well, I didn't actually check. I can't remember what he actually said. So you might be the one that was correct. I just stuffed up the command. But yeah, there is. I've tried made some effort to protect take the Dr. Spacer from swear words, but it's not perfect. Box of yours is in the treasure chest, guarded by a dragon. I appreciate that. I'll bring my bucket of water. This hole carved into the side of the rock is the entrance to the gnome's home. It's too dark inside to make out any details, and the gnome probably prefers it that way. We can look it up later. Let's talk about sexy stuff. Well, he only talks about words that you put in refraction, so I don't know what you've been asking him about. It's a pile of gold. It's a pile of straw. And a gnome's spinning wheel. So from these details, we're meant to sort of maybe figure out this could be fabled Rumpelstiltskin, maybe? Sexy stuff most likely. Hey, no, that's cool. I'm not judging. I'm choosing my words carefully here, to avoid clipping. But yeah, I was 15 once. Alright, so this is probably Rumpelstiltskin. And this is everyone's favorite King's Quest puzzle. Welcome, Sir Graham. I have been expecting you. I have something that will be of great use to you. But first, Sir Graham, you must answer this riddle. I'll give you 3 guesses. What is my name? So, Rumpelstiltskin. Oh, very close. Very close. But not quite right. So, you have 2 guesses. Interesting. So it's not Rumpelstiltskin. So the problem is, like, wondering how I can spell. How else could we do it in reverse? We can do it this way. Nikstlise. So if we there's a witch's house somewhere else in the game, and you will find a note in there, and the note says, like, sometimes it's wise to think backwards, and you're meant to connect that note with the gnome here. And given that maybe his name was Rumpelstiltskin, maybe you can go backwards. So a lot of people try this word first or next after Rumpelstiltskin, and in the original King's Quest it didn't work at all. It wouldn't accept it. It would say, oh, you're close, but that was it. Apparently very clever. But in the original game, yeah, it's terribly executed. And also it would accept a vague, slightly different spelling of Rumpelstiltskin, like EL instead of LE, but for only some of them. So the SCI version, they changed it. They made it so you could do it in reverse. But what you're meant to do, if I can figure it out. No. I had this. This is probably going to go terribly. Let's see how we go. Add window capture. Okay, whatever. Alright. Import strings. No, maybe string. I can never. There's a module that gives you all the lowercase. BRB. My cat is trying biological warfare. No worries for fraction. Yeah, take care of your cat first. Here we go. So it's string ASCII lowercase. Is that what I want? Yes. So, and there's reverse. Wait. Okay, you're back. That was quick. Alright. Okay, so we've got string, ASCII, lowercase, the normal letters, and then we've got reverse letters in reverse. So I'm going to create a dictionary that will map from one order to the other order. Your cat has a sensitive stomach. Oh, yeah, fair enough. We've got a greyhound at the moment that is also got something like that. Oh, whoops. What is it? So if I do code A, I should get Z. Alright, cool. So, and our string is Rumpelstiltskin. So now we can do code X, or X in S. Yeah, okay. So, what I've done is I've got a map. So what they meant was sometimes it's wise to think backwards, is not the word is backwards, but it's actually like a cipher where the letters are backwards. So I've created a mapping from that's reverse. So A goes to Z, B goes to Y, C goes to X. And then I've taken the word Rumpelstiltskin, put it into this. This is a Python list comprehension, so it's for each element in string, it's mapping it through the code, and then I'm joining it so it looks like a normal string. So I'll get rid of this list. I don't need the list anymore. And that horrible looking string of noise there, that is the Rumpelstiltskin's proper name. So let's try that. I'm getting the pattern back anyway, but I'm gonna restore. Yeah. Good lucky. Restore. Welcome, Sir Grant. I have been expecting you. I have something of great use for you. You must guess my name. Alright, let's try it. IFNAOVHGROGHPIN. Whoa, stopped up. Try it again. NKOVHGROHPIN. Oh man. What have I done wrong? Am I just not typing it in right? IFNKVOH. Ah, hang on. Did I misspell? Okay. Alright. Maybe I'm IF. Reignite. Didn't work. I think I misspelled something. Alright. Something's wrong here. I wonder why it doesn't accept it. Maybe I need to text pastor in these LCO games seems surprisingly sophisticated. Oh, you mean the actual editing? Yeah. I think I can't remember if the original King's Quest 4 had that. Yeah, I thought this would work. Apparently it's not. So I might have to do the Rumpelstiltskin in reverse. But that's okay. It's possible that it only works if I've got the witch's note. Come on, oh, oh no. You're right, sorry. There you go. But I'm learning, it's okay. IFNAOV HGROGHPRM. Yeah. I believe that I'm meant to I think it's possible that it's not going to work until I visit the witch first to get a note. But that's okay. Let's have a look. Which one's this one? No, need that one. Oh, here we go. So what I might do is I might leave this gnome just for now. And let's go and try and find the witch's house. I'll show you. I'll demonstrate what I meant. The witch. So, Trollbridge, gnome. So we're up to the witch's house. So I believe it is down from the front of the house. You get that on the big jobs? I even looked it up online just like afterwards just to compare. It did not look good. I'm a little bit disappointed by that. But I'm gonna try the I'm gonna try and look at the witch first. It might be that the game didn't want you to try and guess without that hint. The baby birds are very hungry. It will be several weeks before they're able to start feeding themselves. Ah, look at this. Delicious. Candy house. Eat house. Yum! The house tastes even better than it looks. Okay. Open door. So I think this is random. So sometimes there's a witch there. Not today. Not today, my friends. So from what I remember, off in the distance you hear a high squeaky voice say, "I can smell someone tasty at my house." Okay, that's cool. I am going to get my cauldron ready to cook someone for dinner. Yum! The witch mumbles, "After I get the cauldron nice and hot, I'll be ready to have someone for dinner." So this is where good and noble King Graham, or soon to be King Graham, pushes the witch into her own pot. With a mighty shove, you courageously push the wicked witch into the pot. Her wild screams are suddenly cut off as she melts away into the oily green slime in the pot. Congratulations. Alright. It's food. The green liquid is terribly goopy. The fire must have been burning underneath it for quite some time. Drink liquid. Yeah. Open cupboard. Okay. On the shelf is a delicious piece of Swiss cheese. That will come in handy later. Take cheese. Take the note. Grab the note from the table. Read note. Here we go. This is the hint. Sometimes it is wise to think backwards. What does that mean? So I don't think we can do anything from that bed. Look at bed. Which bed looks hard and uncomfortable? Look under bed. Sleep in bed. You wouldn't want to sleep on a witch's bed. Come on. Squatters' rights. Alright, let's eat the house now. Eat house. Yum! The house tastes even better than it looks. Eat children. Alright. So now I'm going to go back and try out my code. Here we go. Rumpelstilts himself. You wouldn't steal a witch's bed. You wouldn't push a witch in her own cauldron. Alright, welcome, Sir Grant. I have been expecting you. Yeah. Alright, so. Rumpelstiltskin. Did I misspell it originally? Alright. This is going to drive me mad. Alright. So, Rumpelstiltskin. Right. Okay. That's right. So we do that. The gnome says, just take my word for it, he says, "Oh, very close, but not quite right." You have two guesses. Alright, so this is NVHGROGHERM. Alright, I hate this game. As far as I can tell, they've just decided not to support it in this game. I'm very disappointed. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back on that. I'm gonna have to double check that. Actually, if only I had the King's Quest companion. So let's see what they say. Getting the magic chest. Which chest did you magic mirror and then magic chest. Alright. Okay. So in this in the King's Quest companion. And my day is ruined. My day is ruined too. I'm very sad. Okay. So in the SCI VGA version, players have been given 2 breaks figuring out the riddle of the gnome's name. First, spinning wheel. And a pile of gold appear on the screen along with the gnome. Broad hint and a reminder of the Rumpelstiltskin story. Second break might bring tears to many an experienced King's Quest player's eyes. While the backwards answer, if in cov h grog h prum, still works, allegedly, the backward spelling answer is also correct. Gasp. This bit of information, of course, is of little comfort to those millions of players who have struggled with the problem in the past, or those without the SCI version. Nor is it of any solace to Graham, who had to come up with if conf in real life. Alpha wait. Hey French Toast. I was playing Alpha Waves earlier. I was hoping you'd pop in, but we can go back and check it out if you want. Missed it. I can come back. I can look it up. Just go home. That's okay. That's okay. Hang on. I'm just guessing a horrible name for a gnome. Alright. That's so weird. No, 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 no. I was just demonstrating this horrible puzzle. In the original AGI game, so in the original AGI game, you have to guess this guy's name, and you get a hint earlier on that sometimes it's wise to think backwards. So a lot of people think, aha, it's Rumpelstiltskin. I'll type Rumpelstiltskin in reverse, and then the game says, it's close, but not close enough, and it turns out it's actually a backwards cipher. So I did a little bit of Python programming to get the proper name. And then after all that, it turns out this version of the game doesn't even accept the backwards cipher version, which is super weird. So I don't know what happened there, because I could have sworn it does. So if this was 1984, everyone would be amazed. But unfortunately, they're not. So I'm just going to have to use the normal spelling. All right, yeah. Okay. That's right. Outstanding. Thanks, French Toast. That's amazing. I didn't think you were that clever. Thank you, also Refraction. As a reward for your sharp intellect, here are some beans. They're no ordinary beans, but it's up to you to find out why. Someone as smart as yourself should have no problem at all. Well, step over here so I can give them to you. Thanks, old man. Okay, so what I'll do is those beans are part of a small sub quest, so I'll just do that sub quest because it's like then we'll be like 2/3 of the way through the game, and then I'll show off Alpha Waves because it's kind of cool, and there's more people now to show it off to. Beans, wait, beans. I'm just going to find out where. So one thing, so rather than write a map, I was just looking this up in my King's Quest guide because I thought it might be easier. But I can't find anything. Ended stream. Yeah, so I'm just using a map that came with the King's Quest companion. And there is Dora Mountainside. That's a clip. That's cool. So we can go down 4 and then just right. No, down 3. Okay, cool. Sorry for that. So randomly, you'll get enemies and things pop in on these screens to terrorize and harm you. But so far, we haven't seen anything. This is kind of cool. So we've got beans, and what we're meant to do is plant the beans somewhere. They need special soil. What does that mean? How do we find special soil? So we're at the well. think the elf. Where's this elf guy? Hey, buddy. Get closer to that. The elf is impressed by your friendliness and responds by handing you an elegant little ring. You wish you had the posture of kings. Yeah. Yeah, Sierra didn't really do much of the slouching characters, but they're always up straight. I've had my eye on ye, Sir Graham. Methinks you might enjoy this little trinket. For just a wee bit of time, it has the power to make ye invisible. May it give ye as much entertainment as ye has given me this day. With that, the elf vanishes. His legs don't look proportional to his upper body. Yeah, Graham skipped a few leg days, I think. They probably tuck their shirts into their pants and stuff too. Do they? Looks like he hasn't bothered. His boots have raided the end of the closet. Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah. No butt. Maybe the tight jeans. Oh, how's that? How's that not a cute Graham butt? Plant beans. Where are these? Where is this happening? Planted? Oh. Open a walnut. When you open the walnut, you discover the nut inside is pure gold. Sweet. This does not look like a plant to plant beans. Oh, good. Avoid that guy. Let's keep going. Ah, gingerbread. Proper lifting technique. So if anyone knows where these stupid beans need to be planted, let me know. As far as I can tell, I kind of remember where it looked like on the AGI version, because it was like a in the ground. Gotcha, French toast. Where to plant the bean? I mean, this looks kind of. Here we go. Will it let you eat the beans? Oh, David, I wish you'd asked me. 2 seconds. Hang on, I'll save and I'll restore. I'll check. This is the back. This is the kind of backseating I like. You know, just experimenting. You plant the magical beans in the fertile soil. Suddenly, something incredible begins to happen. Incredible. Nothing happens. Still beans to go. Whoa! Hooray! Okay. That took a while. That was a nice animation. In the AGI one, it just popped up. No buttons. Okay, let's see if we can eat the beans. Look at beans. You're holding a handful of small beans. Eat beans. Oh, you're right, David, you can. The magic beans tingle as they go down. Now, why did you do that, Graham? They look very delicious. There you go, David. Regurgitate beans. Vomit beans. No more beans. Yes, actually, you are software. You can eat them, yeah. Upchuck beans. So the gnome, he gives you, if you manage to guess his name correctly, he'll give you beans. If you don't, he'll give you a key, which you can use to unlock this door right here. Can't unlock it. So I released the bean. So hang on a sec. I think that didn't sound good. That was good. Let's go double check something. Yeah. Oop. Yeah, oh, hang on. Sorry, yeah, I think a whooper just kind of slipped on some water. She seems okay. I just checked on her. She was walking, so she's okay. But yeah, I guess it was a good chance to show off my be right back screen. So that gentle elevator music is the Space Quest 4 copy protection music. Yeah, she's a little bit old now. She's like 15, going on 16. So she's getting there. She's getting on. Oh. Yeah, thanks. Unless you're saying it's a nice touch for David's little walking animation, which is also good. Ah, that takes Murphy music, man. Yeah, okay. It's I see how it goes, because I haven't actually played Tex Murphy, so I feel like I'd have to play it on stream first before I borrow it. And by that time, Mike might have used it for something. We'll see. No praising games, only streamers. Fair enough. Well, thanks. I put it together the other day because last time I had to go away, I didn't have like a going away screen, so I just had to kind of cover up the mic, the camera. Oh yeah, what was I doing? So we've got no beans, and so I was going to visit Rumpelstiltskin just to see if the game lets us get another key from Rumpelstiltskin. Otherwise, we'll go back and we'll use the beans properly. Please, Mr. Rumpelstiltskin, give us the key. Is up here? Yes, here we go. Yeah, these even though this is a remake, I think these Sierra games still have soft locks. Yeah, so there's no Rumpelstiltskin, David. You broke the game. You maniac, you blew it up. Okay. So essentially soft lock. Climb stock. Trap forever in a perfect world. With like the population of 3. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of safe scamming for this. Mission accomplished. Thanks, Sam. Yeah, because French Shots, I don't know if you're familiar with the King's Quest maps, but at least up until 4, like including 4, the world maps always looped. So, like if you go off the edge here, you'd pop out on the other side, and same at the top. So you're going up, go through the. Oh, see you later, James Nico. Thanks for popping in. Hope the stream was okay. Yeah, so the map was always looping, so I always wondered if maybe you could like write like a horror King's Quest game, trying to escape from this monotonous like looping world. Like one that you can't escape. Oop. So the annoying thing is I can't restore once I'm started falling. So we've got to go through that whole animation each time. Pain to some, pleasures to others. Wise words. Makes it really easy to get home, that's true. Well, yeah. Like if you think about it, like the like we all live on a globe, so we just have to walk in one direction, and eventually we get to back where we were. I Team LucasArts. Yeah. Oh, it's like a. Well, I don't want to get into. MCC. I hate this beanstalk. Burn the beanstalk. I watched this other streamer play this like months ago at the gardening tag, and they were having so much trouble with the stalk. Like we literally looked up online like the debug codes for the AGI version of King's Quest and how to teleport to the top of the beanstalk just to get past it. Because it was just such a awkward. Like this is a lot easier. Like the AGI one is just it's a lot like the path is a lot more hidden. Here it's a bit more obvious where your hands are touching the stalk. And it's a lot shorter too, I think. Alright. Yes, next time I'll add the gardening tag. Can't grow anything this thick, even gardening brewing. So there's, yeah, like it. I mean, we're this is a land. I don't know if it's set in the clouds or if it's just so high up that the clouds are surrounding it. Oh yeah, someone used my command. Look in the hole. You see a slingshot in the hole.
Dino sorcerer.
Dino sorcerer. Hey, French toast. Trying out my say command. Reach into the hole and pull out the leather slingshot. So I'm not going to use the leather slingshot, but we can use that with a pebble that we can find down on the ground to kill a particular creature up here. But I don't want to do that because this game actually encourages non-violent solutions. So a lot of these puzzles you can solve by like killing things and whatnot. Turtles in Time. Oh, I'll wait for that. I'll try that one next time. You can do a lot of killing in King's Quest games, but you get extra points for non-violent solutions. So rather than killing the dragon with a dagger, we got the bucket of water in. Turtles 3? No, Turtles in Time. Yeah, the movies. Yeah, I'm thinking of the games. I don't think they had numbers. It was just Turtles in Time. Yeah, so there's a non-violent solution for the thing up here. But But first, I'm just gonna look at my ring. Your hand tingles slightly as you look at this jeweled ring. So there's not much of a hint there. But if I put on ring, you shouldn't drop that. You may what? Wear ring? You place the shimmering ring upon your finger. Not much happens, but if I rub the ring, as you rub the shimmering ring, you turn invisible. So the elf told you that the ring did this, but he didn't tell you, I don't think, how to use it. The giant cannot see you since you are invisible. Sweet. So the ring here. So
I
okay,
just
see the
wanted
giant.
to say good luck. We are all counting on you.
I hope you say that again. 5 minutes. The Leslie Nielsen command wouldn't be Australian in this game. Or just random airplane quotes. The enormous giant has been carrying that heavy chest for longer than he can remember. So that's the chest that you've been quested to find. And so we can kill the giant with the slingshot. We don't get as many points for that. what we can do instead, and this, look, French toast was serious, very serious, and don't call him Shirley. The giant's getting tired of looking for you. Seems like he may be getting ready to take a nap. Uh-oh, you happen to be standing in the giant's favourite spot for a snooze. Good job. The huge giant, tuckered out from stomping around, has fallen fast asleep. So the ring is, at least in the original game, kind of optional. So you can kind of let the giant chase you for a while, and eventually he just gets tired anyway and falls asleep. But it's kind of tricky. You kind of got to keep walking around the tree, and he follows you and try and get his pathfinding stuck on an edge somewhere. But it's a lot easier with the invisibility ring. Slowly, carefully, you take the chest without waking the giant. Oh, come on, buddy. Sleepy giant. Right, we'll get out of this, and then I'll show you some more alpha waves. So, this is different. So, King's Quest 1, the original, had horrible stairs, but it actually wasn't that horrible. Like, if you just use the diagonal keys, it was over in a cinch. Rather than repeating that, they've now got this awkward thing to go through. A bit easier with mouse, I think. Let's think that right. Die.
I just wanted to say goodbye. We are all counting on you.
That was amazing. Thank you. The spell to make you invisible has expired, and you are once again visible to dangerous creatures, but the ring has now disappeared. What are you doing? What are you doing, game? Well, that was a good time. I think the game's crashed. Oh, I've never seen a crash this hard before. Alright. Good time for alpha waves. Alright, so this is let's go with King's Quest 1. Try and finish that off. Roblox, yeah. So I'm using an MT32 emulator, and it actually sends messages to the device. So I get a little pop-up saying, so if this was like a real device, it would say on the little LCD screen, "Welcome to King's Quest 1." So last time on StairQuest, we were trying to climb down a mountain, and it crashed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait out here. I'm going to wait for the magic fairy dust to wear off. Ah, fractal my mic. Maybe. That's I would. To think about it. I don't know if I have a way to have it all set up, but yeah, no, it's an intriguing proposition. You're welcome. You're welcome, Fish Toast. Yeah, because I wanted to show you. I wanted to play it to show it to you anyway. So, thanks for coming in. Did they know it's going to be serious? Otherwise, why put one as? Well, this is the remake, Maddie. So the original King's Quest 1 looked a lot worse. So yeah, by the time this came out, King's Quest 1 through to 4 had already come out. So I think they knew that the 1 was there. What state am I in? I'm in ACT, So in Canberra. Oh, Pilka! Oh, man, Captain Pilka. Let me give you a shout out. Everyone, check out Captain Pilka. He's on a little bit of a hiatus, I think, maybe just a little break. But give him a follow, and you'll get a notification when he comes back. Oh, is it? Okay. Mike, that would be like at least in a car ride that was like 7 or 8 hours, I think. Maybe not that long. Maybe it was like 6 hours. It was definitely a day trip. I don't know if I wouldn't recommend going on a bike. I mean, maybe it's doable. Oh, this bloody dwarf. Sneaky little dwarf caught you by surprise. Did he steal anything from him? He probably did. Alright. I'm gonna restore. So we can't actually get past that dwarf. So in the original AGI one, I think the dwarf only existed. You don't remember? You did this part, Mike. You didn't play the SCI version though. You played the AGI version, the original graphics, I think. And yeah, so that part, that was the sure you did, sure. Yeah, that was the stairs that used to go like at an angle. But there was at least in the original, the gnome was kind of random. But the dwarf. Here it's not. Yeah, they changed it a little bit for some reason. But I think I can climb down. So the vine here, yeah, you got the Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah. Yeah, so you only get Rumpelstiltskin. You only get the vine if you guess his name correctly. Oh, so this game doesn't have pathfinding as such, but you can sort of click in a direction just to walk that way. Yeah, the original one is terrible. So in the SCI one, you just have to do the word in reverse. You don't have to do that backwards cipher. Oh really? I that's interesting, Captain Cook. So on the way up, I used the keyboard and I actually died a lot more. And I thought on the way down, I'll just try using the mouse, and it was actually turned out a lot simpler. I think the trick is knowing where your character, like what the game thinks your character's position is. So it looked like it was the arms, so I had to judge it just based on where the arms are, clicking in green. But yeah, I usually use the mouse for navigation. So Bromus, has anyone played the Animals of Fighting Wood? No, I didn't better that one. We'll let that one. Oh, okay, so there's an animated series. Game. Oh, CD-ROM, okay. 96. Yeah, no, this is the first I've heard of it. So, one thing I didn't want to do is spend a lot of time mapping out this game. So I'm using my King's Quest companion book, and it's got a map. So I thought I'd just use that just to figure out where to go, just to save a bit of time. I've also got the second edition of King's Quest companion, and I've got the official Book of King's Quest. This one is really cool because there's actually pictures of it of the Sierra development system, like of their pick editor. Like you can sort of see like the different development tools for like whatchamacallit, like the control lines and things like that. That behind, oh, I know. And there's actually the reason why I got this book is because there was example of code of the game. I need an overlay with like a bigger webcam screen. Sorry, but there's actually like SCI code in this game that you can see. Hang on, although. That did not work. I'll get there. Hang on. Let's this is not to confuse it. I'll figure out a better way of doing this. But there was actual code, SCI code. Cool. So yeah. So this. Yeah. So there's the official book, and then they have the King's Quest companion. And the companions were like a novelization / walkthrough, so you could read a novelization of each of the King's Quest books, as well as
SCI code in the official book.
Yeah, essentially. But you can actually get, I think Al Lowe, he put some of the Larry 1 AGI source code up somewhere, and I think archive.org has grabbed it, and other people. And there's some sort of illegitimate, I don't know, I think they got leaked, but there's code now for the AGI and SCI engines, which I had a little peek at. Yeah. But yeah, it is legit old school cheating. A bunch of codes on Git. Yes. I think what's his name? The guy from Text Files, he's uploaded, and archive.org, he's uploaded it. Jason something or other. What's his name? Jason Scott. That's it. The archivist. Yes, thank you. Sorry, a little bit of a tangent. But yeah, basically, I've got a map. And I'm trying to think of what do I need. I need a fiddle. That's what I need. Which means I need to find a bowl. And I can't remember where that damn bowl is, so we're gonna have to do a bit of hunting. Where would this bowl be? The next step we need, well, we don't need the fiddle, but it will help. Basically, there's some leprechauns, they're kind of Irish stereotypes, and we need to play a fiddle for them to confuse them. Okay. Your attempt at cliff diving was a smashing failure. Alright, thanks, Sierra. Probably not this one. Don't think it's this one either. Let's see. So this is just behind Castle Daventry now, based on the garden. Yeah, so the castle is just up here, down there. Can I climb this tree? I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a fable either. I just I think I think it was more like just leading, dangling a carrot in front of an animal. No. Whoops. Oh yeah, I didn't die. Like, kind of, I guess in retrospect, like dangling a carrot in front of an animal kind of makes sense, but I didn't know there was a fable. Oh yeah, the goat with the bridge and the troll. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I'm kind of more familiar with that. You might wait. So remember, Mike, you were doing it without hints, or very few hints. So I think maybe you didn't. Oh my god. It might have been because there's other ways to get past the troll. You can give them treasure, for example. I don't think you can kill them. Not the troll. So it might have been that you didn't use the goat at all, but I could have sworn you did. But look. So, a nice thing here is that you can actually right-click to look at things. There is a perfect shimmering golden egg lying in the nest. The egg. Carefully lift the golden egg out of the nest. You can pass. Oh, see you, Harry Christmas. Thanks for coming in. I hope the stream was okay. Wasn't too annoying. Yeah, Captain Pilka, there's at least 2 ways to get past the troll. So the first one is the goat. But the other one is you can give it a treasure. Yeah, you please share a treasure. So you probably found like random bits of treasure around like by pushing rocks and stuff, but you can give them to the troll. And the troll will walk past. I'm just trying to find. Yeah, so this book gives you a hint. And it just says, it might be helpful to review the fairy tale, Billy Goat's Gruff. That's all I say. But yeah, you can just give him treasure. For example, I think you can give him the egg that I just found. You're welcome, Captain Pilko. Next time you play, you can try that out. Everyone can be bought in these games. I don't think you're wrong. You can talk to them. You can bribe them. Do you get more points? You definitely get more points for the goat. And yeah, I think you actually lose points if you use treasure in that way. What? I think I was not paying attention. Look hole. Nothing inside at all. Okay, let's try this one. Just a copy of Alphawaves. That could be a cheap price. Yeah, Captain Pilgo, like a lot of puzzles in King's Quest 1 at least, they kind of move away from the multiple solutions. I don't know why they did that. Probably harder to implement, but at least for King's Quest 1, there seem to be like a lot of them where you have like a violent solution and a non-violent one, and a treasure versus a dumb solution. So like the violent solutions will give you less points. You actually just bought Continuum if it does. That's awesome. We probably should just wait for Mike to buy all the games so we have a chance to buy them ourselves. And yeah, I think there's only a couple of places where you can pay for treasure. I can't remember. Yeah, Mike, that it's interesting how when you bought Fable, and I looked it up on eBay, and there's like a guy that has literally like 50 copies for sale. And they're all sealed. That was like did he just find like a... Oh god. Ah! Yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe? I think you were keeping... I was thinking about buying... I don't know, because I haven't... Monsters creeping. I was thinking about buying, yeah, right, okay. Maybe I'll use my other eBay source. Save on shipping. Yeah, maybe I'll think about it. I am intrigued though. So I was just about to go into that woodcutter's house, and then that troll kills me. No, I will. Thanks, Mike. Thanks. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're at the small waterfall and the lake. And where we're trying to go is to the... Trying to go to the guy... Where's the house? Completely lost. Back of the house. Here we go. Oh, okay. So we can just go down and right. Alright. The artists must have had fun just trying to extrapolate from these really basic backgrounds in the original King's Quest 1 to like these fancier ones. With like all this dithering and like extra details like a snake. In this case, the huge snake is watching you very closely. Its intentions are less friendly. Like they've got like these details like a snake. Like you can't interact with that snake at all. But the artists must have had a field day just trying to fill in as much detail as they could in with these EGA graphics. So that was the witch's house. And so the other guy's house is up. Here we go. So this is another instance of like multiple solutions. So much dithering. CFTs back then, 14-inch screens. Yeah. I should try like a shader or something. Like the shader never seems to give CRTs justice on LCDs, but I mean, you're welcome to watch my stream on an actual CRT if you want. We will welcome you to our home, said Knight, but we have no food for so long. My beautiful wife cannot even rise from her bed. I fear she may die soon. Yeah, I'm the same with you there. But maybe once if we get like super high resolution, super high DPI screens, maybe those filters might work. You'll do that? Oh, okay. Fisheye lens. I'll see what I can do. So here's one where normally we would give them the woodcutter a bowl. So you can find somewhere in the game a bowl that fills up with food, and he'll gratefully accept that. But you can also just pay him off with treasure. Thank you, Sir Knight. But I feel only a gift of food. But hopefully, I think that's enough. Because unless this game's being... Ah, how dare you. Alright. What else can I do? Walnut to wood. I feel like this game's slightly changed. Alright, so this guy definitely wants food. So he's making a big old liar out of me. Where is this damn bowl? Let me look up in the guide. Getting the magic shield. So we got that. Getting the magic mirror, we got that. So we're after the magic shield. And we're trying to find the beanstalk. Alright, here we go, bowl. Look at the tree. Climb is gold. Look at the garden, take carrot, walk north. Next screen. Talk to him and you'll get a magic ring. The screen north of the old. Ah, okay. I can do that. So that is 1, 2, 3. So 3 is right, and then 1 down. Do you think a fisheye lens effect would work? Damn sorcerers. Goodbye, sorcerer. Bloody dwarves. Aha, here we go. Take the bowl. Alright. So if you look at the bowl, inscribed on the inside of this empty bowl is a word fill. If we type say fill, to your astonishment, something begins to bubble up from the bottom of the bowl. Within moments, the bowl is filled with a hot, savory stew. It's stew. It eats every bite of the delicious stew. This is kind of cool. If you are mapping the game for realsies, you'll notice that there's and this is the same for the original game as well, you'll see this mushroom on the other side of the river. And you also notice that just to the right here is an extra screen that you couldn't get to via the map, like via your normal walking. So it suggests that there's an area that you have to get to through other means. It's terrible. Like I've tried drawing maps that look better than, that don't look any better than this, and I ended up like drawing like little rivers and lakes and stuff just so I wouldn't get lost. But yeah, but you probably noticed, Captain Pilgrim, like in your map there would be like a gap, and you're like, how do I get to that room? And yeah, eventually you'll stumble upon. Yeah, really. Oh, cool. So I was saying, oh no. Okay. That one gap. Yeah, and so you see that gap, and then you see that mushroom, and you might, and when you eventually get to that room, you'll be like, oh yes, finally. But a lot of people, they just go straight to the into the hole. Did I get the ball? Yeah. And then they completely miss. Yeah. And then bloody sorcerers. They just go straight in the hole, and then they completely miss the mushroom. And then they get soft block. Yeah, he's yeah. It's place. Woodcutter. So this is kind of interesting because this is another like a system that you can play around with. Oh, you forgot about the mushroom until I realized I couldn't get back out. I knew the mushroom was up there the whole time, but I didn't know you needed it to get. Yeah. And you can't climb out, like you literally fall in and you're stuck into. And there's so much to like sort of explore down there that eventually you get to the exit and you can't get through without that mushroom. But if you're not willing to sort of, I don't know, I guess embrace the soft locks and know that you might need to go back a bit, you'll definitely be stuck. What was I saying? Oh yeah, different system. So you can give the man the bowl. It's like any of you bowl will not help us now. And you can do like save fill, and you get one bowl of stew, and you can give bowl to man. And he's like, yes, finally, a little bit soft locked in love. So he's extremely happy that he's been given a single bowl of food. Please take, but he doesn't know that he can fill it up. So he's just gonna feed his wife and then throw out the bowl in the fire or something, I assume. So what you can do is put bowl on the table. Alright, so this game is different again. Alright, so the AGI one, you can put the bowl on the table. Man, this game has changed a lot. So you have to demonstrate to the woodcutter that the bowl would fill. Alright. Big bowl. Alright. So, okay. So that's 2 changes now. This game. So the other one was the Rumpelstiltskin. It didn't seem to accept the reverse cipher. I wonder if maybe this is like an early version of it. So what is this? Version 1.00.05. Well, he seems happy. So I think we've got everything that we need. So we don't know. Like, if you were playing this game the first time, you wouldn't know you have everything. But I've got a fiddle. I've got a 4-leaf clover. I've got some cheese. And I think that's all I need. So now we need to find the condor. And I think it's there was a mountain. There was a mountainside. Let's have a look. Let's find this mountainside. We are very near the end of the game, by the way. One door. And, well, this is actually one change that I do remember. Is they you can't do this last bit of the game until you've got the first 2 treasures. So in the AGI version, it will let you. Doesn't look very well. We were quested with getting 3 magical items. We've gotten 2 of them. It's just the last one that we haven't got yet. And I need to find the correct way to get there. So in the original AGI game, the thing that I'm about to find, it was always available. It would just randomly appear. In this one, it doesn't appear until you found at least 2 items. 2 magical items. Sorry. I think it was around here. No, next one. What is Mark showing me? Is this? Ah. That's awesome. I need to fix up my my webcam. Oh, okay, hang on. Oh, let me get this going. Chrome. No, this is right. Yeah, this is Mike's CRT. Showing off some poor old streamer who's playing King's Quest 1. Looks like they know what they're doing. This works. Add image. Oops. Yes. That is a massive, massive image. Rated mature. Couldn't get the AGI signal done, but I could get the composite. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. So I'm currently trying. Oh, I died last time with this. I'm trying to find the there's a condor, like a giant bird that can whisk us away. This square on the map that we couldn't reach. And from what I remember, it's round one of the mountain, like this, like literally this screen. Okay. I think it's here, and we've got the magic mirror, and we've got the should be a chest here, magic chest. So oh sweet. So I don't think the game lets you duck. But as far as I know, it's not used in any puzzle ever. There's no swim button, but there is a jump button. As you jump, the ring slips off your finger. Alright, we didn't need that ring, that's fine. Duck hunt. Oh, here we go. Hooray! Majestic condor. Very nice. So, I'll just... So, it's very tempting to go down this hole. What a black path. Bonk. It's very tempting to just fall down yet another hole. Yeah, after risking head injury after the first fall, we're going to fall down again. But now I'm stuck. I can't actually finish the game. Oh, we don't find that out until 10 screens later. So what you're meant to realize is that that area...
Replace nobots with Waliscum.
Very nice. The temptation of hole. So this is the area that you couldn't reach to. Like if you mapped out a whole place, you'd be like, couldn't get to this point. And then you're meant to see the mushroom. These. Meant to realize that you can get that mushroom, which we just did. Now we can enter the hole. Here's yeah, look at this guy. Look at this cute guy. Let's add a picture. I know, right? Where to go? He moves on game. Rat Quest. He drawing. See me rolling, they drawing. See me hating, they drawing. Oh. Drawing, they're hating. Can you pet the rat? You aren't close enough yet. Okay. The rat grins, showing long pointed teeth. That's right, mister. Just walk a little bit closer. Alright. Seems legit. You aren't close enough yet.
Do.
Thanks, mate. Yep, Mike has a pretty good CRT view. The rat grins crookedly, his long pointed fangs glistening in the torchlight. That's right, mister. Just walk a little bit closer. Oh no! I didn't expect this to happen. Rats. That was one shady character. You shouldn't have tangled with. So here we can throw treasure at the rat. At least in the original. Like, this game has a few changes. Give egg to rat. Throw egg at rat. Rats. Yeah, this game has a few changes. So in the original one, you could give him treasure. Some sort of treasure. Now you're talking, mister. Mister, let me see some of that treasure. Here you go, buddy. The rat takes the treasure from your hand. Nice. That kind of yeah, these graphics, the dithering, they kind of give me Quests of Glory 1 and 2 vibes. Because King's Quest 4 didn't have as much dithering, I don't remember. Whereas Quest of Glory 1 and 2, the EJ ones, they had all this excellent dithering everywhere. So I gave treasure to that rat, but I actually lost points. Like, so I was at, and I'm now at 125, but it was 119 before. But what we can do instead is throw the cheese to the rat. Oh god! Give cheese to the rat. Come closer. All right, fine. Cheese? Well, yeah. Now that you mention it, I guess I am kind of hungry. The rat drools at the sight of cheese and snatches it from your hand. You might want to count your fingers. You can definitely count fingers in the original. Amazingly enough, you still have all your fingers. Sweet. Got the points. You do, yeah. Oh no! What are you going to do? So the 4-leaf clover should protect me. Yeah, with a genuine 4-leaf clover in your possession, the leprechauns fear and respect you. Rather than risk offending you, they decide to leave you entirely alone. If you count fingers before rat cheesing, you still have the same message. No, I think I checked this in the AGI code. You can decompile it. I think it only recognised that phrase in that room, but it might be different here. Yeah. You nervously, yeah. So it only does it in that room. So yeah. So it's similar to the AGI one where it's just the code for that room. So rather than using the 4-leaf clover, we can play into other racist Irish stereotypes. We can play a fiddle. Oh, no worries, mate. Wonderful job. Leprechauns find fiddle music irresistible. The moment they hear the music, they begin dancing a frenzied jig. Finally, swept away by the snappy music, the leprechaun guards disappear right out of the room. And there's a nice little reminder here, the 4-leaf clover column. Carved into the top of the stone pillar is a huge 4-leaf clover. Leprechauns who inhabit this underground sanctuary greatly fear and respect the power of the clover. Overhearing the fiddle music you played in the hallway, the leprechauns have begun to dance. As they do, they pop away in a fit of merrymaking. Hooray! Oh, that's what they mean by pop away. Okay. In Asia, when I believe they all just sort of walk off screen. There you go. Hey! It's just in a little. Take the scepter. Alright. You don't have time for that, Sir Graham. No, ain't nobody got time for that. Take the shield. Take the magic shield. Congratulations. Look under rug. Please don't move the carpet. It hides dandelion wine stains on the floor. Oh, at least they had a response for it. Here we go. Alright. Look in a hole. Outside. Why else? Exactly. Exactly, French toast. Climb it through a hole. Oh. Nothing up there yet. Yeah. Dandelion wine says sure, yeah. Roll? So basically, you're too big for the hole. But we can eat this mushroom. And we're now a wee baby Graham. Congratulations. You now have all three of Daventry's lost treasures. Now don't waste any time. Bring the treasures straight back to King Edward before it's too late. I would love to. Where am I? So this is the witch's house. So we need to go to the castle, which is 1, 2, 3 up and then a whole bunch right. Okay. I'm going. Woodcutter's house. One more house. Can't tell if it is playing. It's definitely the game. Okay. Good. Someone's going mad on that harp. That's odd. Why aren't the guards at their posts? Mysterious. More curious still. The courtyard is deserted. This area is usually filled with a whole bunch of people. Let's pause that. It's highly unusual. You begin to feel deeply disturbed, as if all is not right within the castle. You can faintly hear a commotion in the king's chamber to the west. There's nothing to be done. Our king's melancholy is too much for his heart to bear. Perhaps if Sir Graham had returned with the 3 lost treasures of Daventry. But wait. Gasp! It's Sir Graham! He's returned! Did he find the treasures? Shh. Spoilers. Let's... Your Highness, I am at your service. Did you succeed in your quest? I did, Your Majesty. Here, as you asked for. The magic mirror. The magic shield. And the magic chest. Oh, look at that. I'm afraid it's a little too late for me, but you have done superbly, my knight. As I promised, the kingdom is yours. I know you will serve her well. Dunk. He's dead. The king is dead. Long live King Graham. Hooray, long live the king. Long live the king. Just imagine I'm cheering. Thus ended Sir Graham's great quest for the long lost treasures of Daventry. Despite the loss of their beloved King Edward, the people of Daventry grew happy and prosperous and flourished for years to come. Hooray! Thanks for the GG's refraction. Can't tell if I meant to click something like that. Right, yep. Thanks, Captain Belga, for GG's and Fractal my mic. Thank you. Whenever King Graham looked into his magic mirror, he saw visions of adventures yet to come. For him and for his children. And for Daventry, the land he loved so much. Oh yeah.
GG.
Thanks, Dr. Spencer. And French Toast. The end. There you go. That's fun. So, I definitely like the graphics in this, and they didn't really be excellent to each other. Second degree, everyone must wear sandals. Like, I think the graphics are pretty cool, but they didn't really do much in the way of like changing the puzzles. Like, it would have been nice if maybe they did something like maybe they could group from Monkey Island and maybe make like a normal mode and a hard mode or something, just to change the puzzles around. I mean, there's probably like budget reasons or something. Because like a lot of people, they would have already played King's Quest 1 and gone, yep, why would I bother? Dost thou truly wish to cease our adventuring? Yeah. Music by Ken Allen. Oh, nice. So I just got a little message on the MT32 just telling me who made the music to go to. But I think maybe I'm gonna say goodbye. It's been 3 hours. Thank you. I'm just gonna spend a minute looking at who's online. Maybe not a minute. There's a few people online. Who can we raid? The Dr. Cetus, yes. Oh.
Thanks for streaming.
So, who was that? Oh, French Toast. Oh, thanks. I'm sorry, Mike. I had to say goodnight. And yeah, thanks, Reflection as well. Because I rated. Oh, I rated Girl Babe last time. I don't know if I should raid. I should probably raid someone different. But no worries, you're welcome, mate. But I'll give her a shout out. So I rated her last weekend. But if you're into retro adventure games, definitely check out Girl Babe, because she started a few months ago and she's been going through all the King's Quest and Space Quest. And she's pretty cool. I think she's just got a Discord, so maybe you can say hello. But I think for today I might raid Taco Adventure. Definitely.
I don't.
Let's just see how long he's been going on for. Oh,
It's
what
good
is
for
this?
one sleep period.
Okay. This looks cool. So definitely check out Cool Babe. But I am going to rate Taco Adventure because he's also cool. So
He has he keeps like a database of all. He's got like an adventure game database, and he's got like voting systems and things to select the next game to play. But yeah, he's good times as well. So if you haven't watched Taco, definitely give him a follow. I don't really have raid messages or anything, but just you just say Sonnerbell says hello, something like that. But yeah, thanks Gork for the follow and Big D for the host earlier on. Yeah, just like that. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Like, yeah, I don't expect anyone to watch these things, but I'm grateful that people turn up. Oh, Mike, that's a very threatening hello. Yeah, I'm glad you managed to pop in, Captain Pilcar. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks to Pilcar. Thanks French Toast, Fractal One Mike, Super Matty. Thanks for coming in. Refraction. Who else am I missing? Gork, if he's still there. I think I'm running out of time. It's a good thing there's time here. All right. Thanks everyone. Goodbye.